page for our Elegant Edges mini album. Okay, so now we're going to do our pair of pages here. So you can see we've got complementary, not matching paper. Okay, so here we are on this first page, and I've cut some bits and pieces out. We've got some basil cardstock, and we've got some of the Kyoshi paper. And now I just kind of did this by eye, so I've cut this piece of lovely aqua to fit kind of top to bottom, although it's a little bit wide here. We'll cut that edge off afterwards. And then we're just going to, before we pop this down, we're going to put some twine around it. So let's just wrap this around a couple of times. Like so. And I want to make sure I go underneath the other piece when I knot it, so that I hold the two together. And we want it nice and tight. Now I'm going to move this up. It's not going to stay in the middle, but it's just good enough for what I'm doing right now. Okay, so I've done a little knot, a bow as well, so we just snip the excess off, like so, and then we're going to just use some tape runner and glue this to our page. Sorry, I was concentrating there. Like so. Now, because it's bumpy on the other side, I need to pick it up just to pick it up and make sure it's done. And then we're just going to get my scissors, and where that's just got the overhang there, just cut that piece out, like so. There we go. That should have gone underneath. Whoops. Hold on, we'll just pull that bit up a minute. Luckily, because it's not very, it's there, you get a chance to move it. That piece, this piece here should have gone underneath that piece. And this I just cut using some of the lovely scissors with kind of that post stamp cut, and this piece also goes underneath, so I just wanted that under there like so, just to highlight that edge, and then that goes here, and then we'll pop this back where we had it in the first place, making sure this time to line it up with the edges that we've already cut. Okay, so then the next thing I want to do is put my photo mat down, which is just going there. And again, on this one, it's just the basil cardstock, and I've just taken the edges and cut it using that those scissors. And again, I've done it by eye. Do it according to, you know, what fits for your photos. These days, though, of course, with Photoshop, you can, and photographs on the computers, you can adjust the sizing so easily. So kind of, I almost do it to how I think it looks right, rather than what works mat size. Just pop that like so. Okay, and then the other thing, the next thing I've got these lovely packs called Writer's Block from the Kyoshi, they're the journaling sets from the Kyoshi range, and I'm going to put this little notes piece down. So it has got like a sticky edge, like a sticky note, but I want it to stick down completely. So I'm going to just grab that and pop that like so. Okay, so now I do want to put a little glue dot under my bow, just to make sure it stays stuck down, because I do think sometimes they do pop up a bit. So just slide the glue dot underneath, pop it probably easier to do it onto the page rather onto the bow, but anyway. And then just try not to stick it to your fingers, and then pop that down, and that will stop that moving about too much, as you can see. Okay, and then the next thing, or the last thing really I think we need on this page, is some gems. Okay, so actually what I've decided is I've got these again from the Kyoshi range called bloomers, and I'm going to stick one of these down at the top as well, just to, you know, really add a little something. So that's at the top there. I think that looks really nice. Okay, so I've got these lovely strips of gems. So you peel off a whole strip, but you can also obviously just use a little piece. Just cut through here because I just want this section. So I'm just going to peel that off, and I'm going to pop the purple part at the bottom, and I'm just going to, well, I was going to do it that way around, but now I'm not. I think it might look better this way. Thinking what I don't like is this little green one here. I want to move that round to the other side. He's just not quite where I want him to be. So we just cut him off and pop that down like so. And I think that's better. I'm happier with that. There we go. So we've got just a little sparkle there, and then I think I'll just pop my little green star just up in that corner there. Okay, so that's that page done. Okay, so now for this page we need to be sure that everything complements. Now obviously it is a slightly different colour tone insofar as the green that I picked up on this page was the aqua, but on this page it's more a sort of grassy green, limey green, so I need to make sure that I do still bring in some of this colour across. I've brought some of the limey green across into this one by using that and the greenie and the gems. Now I picked out these two pieces of card to use because I think these colours look really lovely with that, and again that brings in our lavender colour and our lemony greeny colours, so, and there's lemon in here. But I've also got this gorgeous ribbon which is from Tilda, and I think this will work lovely. It brings in this gorgeous aqua colour, but it also works really well with these colours over here and this page, so I think that's what we're going to be doing. Okay, so I've got two pieces of ribbon which I'm planning on putting there, kind of, and then I've got my mat kind of like so, and I'm going to have my purple bit just on top. Now this is just under 3 inches wide, and then this is 2 3/4 wide, but what I want to do first, because it's not going to be as long as this, and I haven't worked it out exactly, is I want to just use this Martha Stewart punch to punch the end of my little mat here to give it a nice floral look. So just lining it up each side. There we go, and I think that looks really, really pretty. Then I need to just mark, I'm going to turn this over, and I'm just going to mark where I need to cut this. So I've cut that, and that's going to sit like that, and that's going to be our photo mat. So let's just stick that down. Like so. So I've cut a thin strip of this dark purple, making sure it's the right way around. I'm just going to adhere it to the back here. So I'm going to put a bit of adhesive along this edge here, and then I'm going to put some zig glue pen on my actual flowers so that they stick down as well. And then we're just going to pop down. Now I'm just going to working out where I want it, like so. And then we'll cut that to size. And I think that just then enhances that yellow. Okay, so I'm just going to use my tape pen and just very carefully put some glue on the back of my ribbon here. And then we're going to stick that down about here. I just want to make sure that my flower, when I cut it, will be in a nice position. There we go. And then we're going to take our scissors and just cut the excess off. And then we'll punch those holes as well. So just using my crocodile, turn it over so you can see what you're doing. I'm going to turn it over the other way because I can't actually see. Whoops. Then just line up the little punchy bit with the hole that you've already got there and punch that through. Personally, I find if you put a little eyelet through when you've got ribbon, because it punches the hole but it just looks really very untidy. Okay, so that's put our eyelets through, and that will then make that run through when you put your book together. That will run through the ribbon properly and it won't keep fraying, etc. So that will look a lot better. Okay, so the next thing I want to do is put down my little mat. So I'm just going to use my glue runner. Okay, so it's just positioning my ribbon because I want it to go over that, but I wanted a little bit of this to peek through at the bottom here. So then the next thing I need to do is put my ribbon down, and then we're going to stick that down just about there. Okay, so there's that piece, but I have stuck those down now on that side. And then the next thing I've got is a little scrap of the yellow and this gorgeous canvas sticker, also from the Kyoshi pack. So I'm just going to stick that onto that so it shows at the top and the bottom, but it doesn't show at the sides. So it just gives a tiny bit of the yellow. It says Hello Sunshine, so I think that's appropriate. And then we're going to just put some adhesive on the back. And I'm going to stick that like so. Okay, so I'm just going to pop some gems in the centre of my flowers. So I've got some lovely little lime green ones here. So I'm just going to pop those in the centre here just to give it a bit of bling. And then lastly, just a couple of little gems in the centre of the flowers on our canvas. I decided that I just prefer it just in the actual Hello Sunshine part on the little flowers just there rather than all over. Okay, so that's our 2 pages done for today, and I hope you've enjoyed watching this and making this with me, and I look forward to seeing what you do, and I'll see you again next time. Thanks for watching. Bye!
Thank you.